Welcome to Poland Daily History with me, Nicholas Richardson. In the previous episode, we started to discuss the similarities and differences between Polish and British history when it comes to how Christianity has shaped the development of our two countries.
Worth mentioning here that Julius Caesar, before becoming the emperor, he started out his political career as this. You could call him the person who fulfilled the main religious role in the Roman Empire before he ran for consul. So it was a stepping stone to his career, and this merger between politics and religion was also something that you could see in Poland and in Great Britain, where many bishops were playing a very important political role. They were some of the main politicians of the country.
Well, of course, some of the main ones. I mean, in all periods of history, but Thomas of Becket,
of course,
in England. I mean, even into the much more modern era, Cardinal Richelieu.
Yep.
In France.
Absolutely.
I suppose from our viewpoint today, we wonder how they reconcile their sort of earthly pursuits as the king's first minister with their more spiritual pursuits.
Yes, well, I think that the bishops back in those days, they were maybe a little bit more flexible than they are today. They would really take firm hands, so to say, on these tasks. For example, later during the discoveries of the New World, the Church was also playing a very active role in shaping the policies of the monarchs. Whether it was Isabella in Spain, or whether it was the policies of Queen Elizabeth. Of course, by that time it was no longer the Catholic Church, but the Anglican Church that was coming into existence. But nevertheless, the clergy still had this extremely important role to play. In Poland, it was also visible in the various religious rights that were being given out. Poland very early on became known as a haven for various heretics, as religious freedoms were much more widely available here than they were in most other parts of Europe. In 1573, there is this document signed, the Confederation of Warsaw, which in many ways codified something that had already been a practice in previous centuries, but at that time really was something not seen on a European scale. It basically allowed every religious community to rule itself on its own. There was not really any pressure from the church or from the state to try to punish these heretics. In a way, it was a reaction to what happened a year before in 1572 in France with the Saint Bartholomew's Days massacre, in which the French Protestants, especially the Calvinists and even more the Huguenots, had been massacred in enormous numbers, which also created this drive for these various sects in Western Europe to try to move to the New World. And this is where you have that St. Jamestown colony in the U.S. and all of these various pilgrims that were leaving Europe at the end of the 16th century and the start of the 17th, looking for religious freedom over there. But what is often overlooked is that many members of those sects, Huguenots or any other, they actually moved to Poland, where they could live in peace, and they could also experiment with their religion. This did create some tension in Poland, without a doubt. It is quite forgotten today that the Reformation had much more success in Poland than we are usually aware of. Maybe not so much with the broader society, but among the ruling classes, the nobility. There was a point in the 16th and the start of the 17th century where Protestants made up the majority of the nobility. Again, maybe not the lesser nobility, but among the magnates, the most important noblemen, there were very many Protestants.
Adam, as usual, the clock has defeated us, but do pause. We will pick it up next time. There we are. I've had to interrupt Adam because the clock has defeated us. But don't worry, we'll pick up the discussion next time on Poland Daily History, and we hope to see you then. Thank you for watching.